All right, all right, all right. Welcome to Goof On, everybody. I'm your host, Rich Giordano. It is MLK Day. It's Monday, January 16th, 2023. How are we? Thank you for taking the time out of a very busy schedule, I'm sure, to spend some time with the Goofonians and get to the bottom of truthology for ufology. That didn't make sense. You know what I mean. Tonight we will be talking about the blame game. Why do I blame these guys for misleading the world? You think it's an easy question. Answer. Not so easy. What were they doing that whole time? Hmm? Didn't it get crazy? Once Lue got here, it was weird. The 3 videos, Lue going all over, making these crazy statements. They were going to build a ship, Transmedium thing, I think, right? That can go in space, earth, water, ice, doesn't matter. Donate to us. What'd they get? $3 million. And all it's turned out to be was a scam, more or less. Why didn't anybody get their money back? That's what I'm wondering. What did they donate to? What did they get? Imagine giving them $50,000 out of your hard-earned money. And you're telling everybody, I donated so much money because I believe in them. What have they given you, sir? Well, we're talking about UFOs like wow, talk is cheap, bro. 50 grand for a conversation? That's what you think is good ufology? You know who that person is, right? That donated over 50 grand. That's based on things he said, and we just assumed it's a lot of money he put out there. Even if it's 20 grand. Jesus. That's I forgot. What's his name? He was on Alien Addict show all the time. Yeah, you know the guy. But that's what they did. They took people's money, made up a narrative, a story, and never came through. At least when Greer does some crowdfunding for a movie, the movie comes out. And those people aren't forced into paying Greer. I hate when people say, why does he need all this money? Make $400,000. Don't hate the game. No. Don't hate the hater. No, don't hate the player, hate the game. Greer did it right. Just like when Trump said, did you not pay those taxes out? Of course I did. I used the same taxing that Hillary uses. Of course. Of course I paid less taxes because of what they implemented in the tax. It's that same logic. As long as Greer's putting out stuff that's not, bullshit. Hey man, this is a world. It's a capitalistic country. If you want to make money in this field, just don't be lying. That's all we ask. Just do the right thing. And you're allowed, right? I guess you're allowed to do it even if you're doing the wrong thing, Corbell. Dorothy Hawkins throwing down $5. Oh yeah. Congratulations on 10,000 living subscribers. Thank you. Yeah, I forgot. I just started going. Yeah, we hit 10 grand today. I'm just as shocked as you. I don't know what's going on, but there's a video that, the one we did the other day about when we had the people on and we were talking about the release of the UFO report. And that video's got like 8,200 views on it, but there's nobody's commenting either. It's really strange. I don't know who picked up stuff from my channel anymore. I'm looking at analytics. Nothing makes sense to me. It looks like a lot of Japanese stuff from another country, from Korea. There was I think they were looking at it there. Somebody's show picked it up, and maybe it was thrown on a TV thing. I don't know, but it is what it is. But thank you, Dorothy. Mucho gusto, generoso. First super chat of the night. Thank you for being a loyal supporter. Everybody here has been loyal. I can't. If you are, you are. What am I going to do? I can't stop you. If you want to go look and listen to other people, yeah, more power to you. The thing is, what are we doing? That's the thing. Thank you, Dorothy. Thank you, Dorothy Hawkins, for the $5 super chat. Congratulations, 10,000 active. All over 9,999. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Appreciate it. Dorothy, thank you. Mucho gusto. Generoso, continuing support of the show. So we have an announcement too tonight. The sad, but I have to, keep doing what we do here. And Coral Ann was running the chair, more or less, posting super chats, comments, questions, sending me private messages to let me know if I missed a super chat or whatever. That position is going to be filled by Samo, Goofonian rock star. And although Samo has been having extreme internet issues in that part of the world, he actually showed me a news broadcast where he lives talking about the power outages they're having there. It's crazy. For 2 days, on and off. And then I think he's on his second day without electricity. Sad. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. It's just awful. But once all that gets fixed, he'll be here doing the supers and everything else every night. Just about. There's no schedule. I mean, I'm here. If they show up, they show up. If not, nobody's getting paid. People just want to help truthology for ufology is what it is. And I appreciate it. Truthology for ufology. So tonight's show is on at a bad time because I think the game is going to come on any minute. When is it? It's on at 8? When does the game start? The football. I almost said baseball. Yeah, so I don't expect a heavy crowd tonight. There's a lot of shows on. We're shadow banned, but that's okay. Yeah, we're here. Oh, the game's on 8:15, Cowboys and Bucks. That's when this show ends. I've already worked out. I've already made my meals. I am ready to go for that game. Of course, I'm rooting for Tampa. It's Tom Brady in my hometown. Of course, Miami lost, but what a game. Mod on, that was fun. Last week was the worst. 2 blowouts, blowout after blowout. The games yesterday were all good. They were fun. They really know how to take 10 hours for us men and some women who love football and make it very enjoyable, I have to admit. Every year it's the same thing. Controversy, bad calls, good calls, no calls, plays that could have changed the game. There was every single thing happening this weekend. Every emotion was hit. That's why people love watching football and sports in general. We don't get that in ufology. We should have a sporting event called UFO hunting. And we get the top 10 myself included, would pick 10 skywatchers, right? And for a month, we all go out. Well, we can do a minute a day if we wanted to, but whoever comes back with the best evidence would be crowned top UFO researcher or UFO hunter of the year, maybe. Or we can do it every month, and then at the end of the year, there's 12 of us, and then people vote on who they think has the best everything. Technique, camera, visuals, everything. See, that's what's missing in this field, competition. There's no competition. Everybody's in competition and nobody knows it. Like, I know deep down, the Angry Channel, Fat Tony, they wanted to get to 10,000 before me. Of course. Yeah, and I didn't want to lose. I did not want to, but I really thought I was about to, because I think Fat Tony buys subs. Look, the guy got 500 subscribers in the last couple of days, and there's no video that went viral. You know what I mean? Nothing. At least I had a video that went viral. I was on Kurt Jamungel's show, and then he reposted it again. And then Third Phase of Moon. There was a lot of stuff that brought those subscribers to me. A lot of stuff. I don't see a lot of stuff going on over there, especially when they only have 240 views on a live stream. 240. How are you getting all these subs over the last month? 1,000 subs in the last, couple weeks? And there's nothing to show for it over there. And overall, we have 1.2 million views on this channel. He's only got 200,000. What? All of a sudden, he's getting thousands of subscribers? But where's the views? So something doesn't fit. Something ain't working over there. Nice try. Nice try. When you do that to your channel, you're hurting yourself. Don't you get it? YouTube will work against you forever. And, at least the Angry Channel doesn't seem to be buying. Doesn't seem like it. That I respect. I respect a legitimate hater. I respect a legitimate hater. If you're legitimately hating, what am I going to do? You got a good point? It's a good point. I don't hold back from complimenting people I don't like. But they do. Yeah. So that's it on the subs right there. So congratulations, Goofon. Thank you. Thank you. If it wasn't for you guys, now it's time to beg for money. All right? All right. Now you know. I don't even have to tell you guys anything. That's it. I was supposed to start the show off with a video too. I'm so stupid. No, there's no roll call. Did we already do? No roll call tonight. My goodness. What is the matter with me? All right. There's so much stuff I have to go over. Oh my God. Oh, by the way, anybody who's a fan of Wayne and Michigan UFO sightings and paranormal events, videos, he had Cheryl Costa on yesterday. So I'll put the link to that show in the description for Wayne. I listened to it. What a really fun interview. It was as if they were friends. It was good. I have to admit, that was a really good interview. And it went by fast, and it was interesting, and there were things I never heard before. Good job. That's what I like to see. Good job, man. Wayne did good on that one. You're halfway there. You're almost halfway to a thou. We got to get you there quicker. So go to Michigan UFO Encounters and Paranormal Video Sightings or something. Just type in Michigan UFO. Whatever. Michigan UFO sightings. You type that in, you'll see it. Have a little green alien. Nice guy. I think he's on the right wavelength of what's real in this world, this paranormal community. He's not, he doesn't buy into it, but yet expresses himself in a non-offensive way. And I wish I could do that. I can't. I don't know how. Of course I know how. But, like yesterday, I was talking about passion. And, sorry, passion plus Italian equals loud. That's it. And that's the truth. Bernie Muro throwing down Lily Tomlin. And that's the truth. Some of you remember that. 1974. Bernie Muro throwing down $2 super dono for all the many new people that are visiting the show. What is a super dono? It's a donation with no comment or sticker. It's a no. But it's love. And Bernie loves. Thank you, Bernie Muro. And Death Proof Bum 01 with the £5 5 quid. Begging works for me. I can't do it. I just can't. Well, I'll beg, but I mean, just for an hour. Not about this, though. No. I wouldn't beg. Never beg. Never. No. No? It's bemeaning. Is it demeaning? Is it B-meaning? Death Proof Bum 01, a continuing supporter like Bernie of Goof On. Mucho gusto generoso. Thank you. And I'm glad begging works for you. How is everybody tonight? Welcome to the show. Let's get started with some good conversation that's going on in our Congress, with our senators, maybe with some people who put their face out there and said, we're never, ever going to have, possibly never have another congressional hearing on UFOs again. Huh? Who said that? Burchett on Third Phase of Moon. Are we ever going to have, do you think we'll have another UFO report come out or congressional hearing? I doubt it. I don't know. Something like that. I hope so. I don't know. Hey, SoCal Squatcha, how you doing? Welcome to the show. Hellfire Studios, you too. Intermix, Hector, Lee Geyer, Cindy Boyd, and Becca Wiles, Alien Girl. Don't forget to see her show in the morning at 7 a.m. Eastern. Alien Girl 111. Star Child. And happy MLK. John Kindan, Rondell, Perry, Shelley, Morrison, Ozzy, Tigor. Welcome to the show, everybody. World news from around the world. And around the world we go. Goof, and I just learned that you and your group have been faking videos and stories. Why would you do something like that? Shut off. It's never happened. Stop. I'm glad you asked. Well, I have never faked anything ever. So I suggest you do a little research. It's just haters, bro. It's old news. Just bringing it up because me and Third Phase, especially Third Phase of Moon, put these people in their place beginning of last year, and they didn't like it that they were proven wrong. So they decided to attack our character and go back 10 years and pull up shit Third Phase of Moon did, which was already accounted for, and they never would do it again. Everybody knows. So, a lot of lies made up with a lot of lies. And if you don't know the story, you might actually believe the lie. So, have at it, man. I am tired of defending because I don't need to. I have a great reputation. Never, ever hoaxed. Never lied. Don't care what anybody says or thinks they know. There's no proof of it. Capiche? Oh! Welcome to the show, everybody. So that's that. Greg O'Brien's here. How you doing, Chief? Sky Allen. Who threw down that $5? Hey, Carnundrum. What's up, Will? At Carnundrum. $5 Canadian coin. Here you go. As Will stuffs a $5 bill down Richie's shirt. Shake what your mama has given you. I'm doing it right now. You just can't see it. It's below the waist. You can maybe see a little wiggle, but yeah. Yeah, but you don't know. Thanks, Will. Mucho gusto, generoso. And check out Will Ka on TikTok under Carnundrum. And Twitter. And YouTube. And I don't know, wherever else he may be doing those. All right, let's get to work. So, like I was just saying, Tim Burchett, wow, alleges huge UFO cover up. And we know about this because we saw the interview where Burchett said that. He thinks there's corruption. Use those words, corruption. Matter of fact, I'm being a little bit lazy right now. I'm just going to pull up the interview. And just a little reminder for those who need it, you know? Yeah, I'm getting there. Hold on. I don't know. Hold on. I didn't expect it. Let's see. Here we go. Last night, Third Phase of Moon put up a good video. Crash retrievals. Man, oh man, we are going to do a show on crash retrievals. And I think I want to get Shrat involved with my show, but Third Phase of Moon, I'd like to have them all on because they brought up a good point, and I can't remember what the point is. That's embarrassing. I can't. What was the point of the cover-up? No, it was, they had a really good explanation. It was something I don't think I was familiar with, and I was very excited when they said this, but I'll have to ask them. No big deal. All right, here we are. I mean, it says it. Jaw-dropping. Tim Burchett, UFO cover-up? This has been going on. People are talking about it like he just said it. But if you watch ufology and you do the real research, Third Phase of Moon was already there.
Cover-up, and we believe it.
Whoops.
Not really keeping the eye on the ball, the prize, disclosure, and that's what we're trying to do right here at Third Phase Moon, is try and bring disclosure, especially from the public. And like you say, people need to reach out to the congressman. As a public citizen myself, you were pretty compatible with getting back to me, which was very cool. A lot of congressmen, we've reached out to them, and a lot of people, like you say, don't really want to touch the subject matter, but nope. You're giving us this interview. This is your second time here on Third Phase of Moon, so we appreciate your openness in regards to this subject, and your statements is in regards to this cover-up, and we believe it. Do you think there's people that have been infiltrating the community, trying to sway and kind of bring down the whole community?
Oh, yeah. I mean, that fell out there out near Area 51, his house got raided, and his poor girlfriend got drug out of other house in her underwear. I don't know if you've been following that.
Yeah.
It's real. The intimidate. I don't know what he's done. He's probably took a picture of something he shouldn't have a picture of, but sending a dozen FBI agents in your house armed, kicking the door down, to me is a little overkill.
That was when they went to the guy who had a website on Area 51, and they raided the guy's home.
This is a very sensitive issue, and they're going to wrap it up in national defense, and that's why a lot of the footage you won't ever see, because they're saying, well, this is obviously something else that it isn't, but they're going to hide it in secret. Shows maybe some American installation that we don't want to admit that we have, or some technology that we have, sonar or radar capabilities or things like that we can show to the Russians. Not that there's actually something in our airspace that we don't control, and that, as we've admitted, has had close almost a collision with, I think, 14 different times we've documented it. And that's been in the public record.
If you think about it, 14 times over, I don't know, 70 years. Come on. What kind of threat is that? Nobody knows if anybody's ever been hit. But that Alaska Airlines from 1980, where that Nakaguchi guy, famous UFO sighting, that it looked like an acorn-shaped UFO, enormous. Like the plane looked like it was a dot next to it, you know? And he was resigned to fly a desk after he told that story. Then I think the guy quit and then went on the circuit talking about the UFO that was following them to Alaska from Japan or something like that. Yeah, it was Alaskan flights, something, I don't remember. But these things are real. These UFOs are real. And I'm not saying they're all explained as man-made objects, because I don't think they are. I think that's an impossibility at this point, where many people who are very credible have seen, recorded, documented one way or another that they've seen these UFOs. That's it. Because if it's not any of the governments, they all can't be. I don't believe they are, especially that one. Huge crafts, just like that guy saw from that flight in 1980. And then you could even, I hate to mention it, not Roswell, Rendlesham, if that was legit, which I think it was, because there was impressions on the ground. Could it have been fake? Yeah, it wasn't, though. I don't think so. But that craft that landed there, it just came out of the sky, landed, and got up and took off in, blink of an eye. So if that's real, that's unbelievable, which I think it is. There are, what about Cash Landrum? Those people had the burns, got out of her car, nephew or was in the back seat. Nephew? Grandson. Grandson was in the back seat. Everybody had some sort of ailment from this ice cream cone, upside down ice cream cone looking object that seemingly got out of control. And then some Chinooks came over and guided it away. And then she wound up trying to sue and didn't win. Sad. Died. But that's interesting. That was in the UFO report. They were talking how there are no cases that, we found where people were injured or had health issues from being next to a UAP. Really? When are they doing these? Are these reports only from 2004 on? Do they know about these cases where people have had actual interaction or vicinity of the UFO and got sick? Yeah, there's a cover-up for sure. And usually it leads to money. It's always about money. Money. Money or secrets. Both here. But you and I don't know. Even people who are friends with Lue Elizondo, not Christopher Mellon. Whoa. Oh my God. Wow. Wow. Damn. I'll talk about what just happened later. Oh my God. Hold on. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. What was I saying? I had to write it down so I don't forget. There is a cover-up, though. Absolutely. It's obvious. And this UFO report that just dropped isn't for you and me. The UFO report that just dropped was exactly the same as part one. And we said the same thing, right? It's not for us. Some people are tired of hearing that. Well, when is it going to be for us? Exactly. I don't know. Never. And what does that mean? When are they going to drop a UFO report for us? I mean, that would only be one thing. Video evidence that's high def with detail and not some blob on FLIR and I can't see
It's not anything secret. And another way they do it is they'll say, "Oh, you want to see the files on this, the secret, the briefing on this?" And everybody's like, "Well, sure, yeah." And then you go to this briefing, and then from there on out, you're not allowed to talk about it. You could be brought up on espionage charges.
That's why he doesn't go into meetings.
That's why I've quit going to a lot of these meetings, just because of that very fact, because they will put you into one of those situations where you can't talk about it, even if it's something you already knew about, And I know I'm getting off topic here, but you always wonder why some of these high up members all of a sudden turn on the issue or just kind of drop it altogether. I think a lot of members have been compromised, honestly. I think you go overseas, you go on these CODELs, they call them, congressional delegation overseas, and you don't stay in the Motel 6s, and you're at the fancy restaurants and the fancy bars, and some pretty lady walks up to you and starts paying you attention, and next thing you know, you're in a motel room, and there's pictures of it, and dadgummit, somebody owns your ass after that. And that's how it happens. That's exactly how it happens. And
that's why.
And they know who these type of people are. I mean,
that's why when I run for Congress, I won't be married, and everything about me's here. People have already dug up everything on me and doxed me, so nothing bad. I mean, I've had drag racing ticket. When I was 21. In 2012, I got pulled over for expired registration. That was a tough time that year, but it was a fix-it ticket. I got it handled. So the cop let me drive home even. He goes, "I'm supposed to tow your car, but it's 5 a.m. and you were honest with me. So if you just live up the street, just be careful." I go, "Thank you, but don't let me see you driving around later." And I go, "I won't." But that was kind of nice. Got my license, later on that day and everything. So, nothing on me that I know of. Eventually somebody's going to fake that shit too. That's a lawsuit. Yeah, you can't do that. Then that's slander. Yeah. I wonder what's going to come out in Lue's book. He's writing that thing, right? Isn't he writing that book right now? Yeah, I think he is. Mick West. He gets called out for violating his own LIZ framework again. You got to see this. John Greenwald replied to Mick, but he says, "Can you please provide sourcing or any evidence that in the 8 months he was in your privy to all classified information that he was or was not briefed on? Thanks in advance." And then Mick West comes back. He goes, "Funny." And John Greenwald goes, I wasn't trying to be. You made a definitive statement, so I'm just seeking out for justification for making one. The problem here is that Mick is a disingenuous fraud, and plenty are. And the problem is that he perpetuates his nonsense in the mainstream. He carries it over into the mainstream, and they think that's what's really going on. It sucks, man, and we can't do anything about it because the mainstream won't talk to us, won't talk to anybody that rivals what they're saying. Don't you think that's unfair? And why wouldn't they? Why don't they want to know the other side of the story? We're just hearing their narrative. The Elizondo Melon narrative. That's all we've gotten. It's not right. And to me, that's shady. When you don't allow the opposition or your the people that don't believe you to voice their opinion. You know why? Because Lue would only go on shows that supported him because he didn't have an answer for the hard questions because he can't answer a lie. My NDA, and I got to hide behind my NDA. Got it. We knew he would say that. It just makes getting the truth a lot more difficult. That's what I don't like. These guys are part of the problem, and, Lue's behind me. But they're the ones that started this. I believe Christopher Mellon could either be funding or did fund the TTSA thing, even though there was money coming in. Come on. He took care of his friends, I think. I mean, the guy's rolling in it. But then again, Lue was still officially employed by the government, right? He never unofficially... I don't even know that. I don't know anymore. So many things have been happening. So I wrote, I get the feeling Mick West only cares about what he thinks. I know for a fact he doesn't know what he's doing when it comes to debunking UFO videos. He fooled me in the beginning, but how many lies does it take before we say he's a disinfo agent of some kind? Who's paying him? Just like they say that about me, and they say it about Third Phase. Who's paying Mick West? Who's paying Mick West? And he won't come on this show or Third Phase of Moon. He would get destroyed. They all would. That's why they stay clear. That's why they stay clear. They'll say, we don't want to go on your show because all you're going to do is attack us, which is such bullshit. I don't know if they said that. I'm saying that's probably what would happen. Oh, this guy's just going to try to, corner you and force you to say something you don't want to. And then he's going to say, gotcha. It's not how... They can look at all interviews. It's never happened. But they wouldn't talk to Third Phase or Greer. Well, they definitely don't want to talk to Greer. Yeah, there's so much going on that you don't know, that I've learned, but there's so much more that I don't know that's out there, and nobody knows. And then there's all that information nobody knows. We're all guessing. We're all guessing. Oh, the UFO report was late because... Was there an announcement why it was late? I don't remember seeing one. Why it was late. It just was. We didn't have enough information. Hey, look at that. Marie Jose Sproul with $2.34 on PayPal. Thank you for the support. And a mucho gusto, generoso. Marie Jose Sproul. Thank you very much. You can help support GoofOn on PayPal. All the links are in the show description and on the About section. Marie Jose, thank you very much, Ms. Sproul. Mucho gusto, generoso. Very couple of years, 2.5 years you've been around? Yeah, supporting the show. Thank you. And I believe Burchett says something very interesting in here. Let's see.
Nashville, remember, they would, they never tried to pry me with liquor or anything or any drugs or anything because they already knew my background when I became a state legislator. And up here, it's they don't need somebody like me. They own other ranking members on both parties. So I suspect there's a lot of things that are behind it, but eventually the only way this is ever going to say this again, and the only way this is ever going to become in mainstream public, blow the lid off of it kind of thing, is when a member of one of these organizations comes forward with something, some hard proof, a video or something. He puts it out on the internet
Never
before, before he can commit suicide by shooting himself in the back of the head 3 times. I just think that there's a lot going on here, and that we need to start paying attention.
Are there videos or certain information that Congress has been privy to that's classified that you've seen yourself that shows anything
definitive
to you that is extraordinary, that proves that there's an existence of some kind of life form not of this earth, operating some kind of vehicle that is high in propulsion, meta propulsion, that we're unaware of? Have you seen anything specific? Not going into detail, but
that's all right. No, I don't go to those meetings, because there again, if I go to one of those meetings,
well, Burchett, he does say it's corrupt, and then he talks about, how they may off you and the government will take you out. It was pretty compelling stuff what he said, and people are still continuing to pick up on that story, even though Third Phase interviewed him. But he's continuing that narrative by saying, I don't want any part of it, because I don't want to have to be the guy who saw something I shouldn't and have a target on my back. You can't trust the government. We sure as hell can't trust the government. So why would anybody want to trust what anybody says in the government? And I'm talking about Lue and Melon and anybody else who worked with the government. And now, we see their friends, putting on these new shows and doing the interviews with them, giving them a voice when they refuse to go on the opposition. They refuse to talk to people like me. It doesn't have to be me, but at least talk to the opposition. Let us ask you those hard questions. But, Ross and Zabel and everything else, they're supporting the lie. These guys have misled everybody, the world. For what? Money. It's got to be money. What else is it for? Well, Rich, wait. Yeah, it was charitable, It just failed. They didn't get the support. Hey, people knew that if they donated that it might not happen, that they don't get a refund. And once you donate that money, you don't expect to get it back. Well, I donated the money, not me, but people. They donated the money because they were told that they were going to build this UFO and do other stuff with media. And they've done the media thing. Oh, yeah, they made the unidentified. All that money paid for unidentified to get on the air. $250,000 an episode or something like that. They paid for it. Tom DeLonge paid for it. It's crazy. Absolutely nuts, this world. So what is it all for? And we keep going back. Yeah, money. I don't know. What's the purpose? If it's not a scam, then why all the games? Why? What games, Rich? Yeah, that's true. What games? I don't want to say Lue Elizondo is playing games with the government. He was just playing games with us. Jeremy Corbell is the one to blame for the videos and saying the wrong thing. Lue Elizondo really, he said a lot of stuff that you would expect somebody to say in his position. And I almost let all of that slide. But then again, I also don't like being lied to. And I understand they have to lie to us. We pay them to lie and to tell the truth. So when people say, I don't understand it, why can't they just show us? Once they show us one good thing, everything has to go with it. Everything. Now, they could show us something and never answer to it. If they give us a video and it looks like the UFOs we've imagined and it's legit, but then they don't say anything about it, that would be weird too. It's almost like the Skinny Bob video. It's almost as if they put the Skinny Bob video out and nobody knows who it came from or why it's out. That's what I think might happen someday. There's going to be this video. Nobody knows where it comes from. And it's supposed to be real. And then what's going to happen is like people like Ross and UFO Jesus and some others out there will start to make up why, make up their own narrative, and then the story will take off and have its own life. That's what they do. Yeah, there's yeah, I don't know, man. I want to say a lot of things at the same time, and it's very tough. Oh, check this out. Check this out. Now, you can love her or hate her. I don't care. But Linda Moulton Howe is probably the best when it comes to telling these. I think she's better than Greer. I think she's better than Strieber. I think she's better than Travis Walton. I think she's better than everybody when it comes to talking about pyramids on the other side of the planet and other solar systems. Have you ever heard this? This is amazing. When I heard this today, I was crying because it was so fun. Oh, I have to refresh. That's okay.
From somebody who works in both military and large aerospace, we have been able to confirm pyramids on many solar systems with our work through the Space Force, working with the tall whites, and that the measurements of Cheops, the measurements of the other pyramids that they have found, and we're talking on solar systems beyond our solar system in the Milky Way galaxy, that the same mathematical ratios are in these other pyramids.
Yes, because the measurements of the pyramids are equal to some of the code that is the basic structure to the objective reality that we experience.
That's unbelievable. Out of the many thousands of galaxies out there, solar systems out there, we have verifiable proof that there are pyramids throughout many solar systems that have the same mathematical equation design and all that jargon. What? We have verifiable proof? She should be in jail for saying this stuff. That's got to be top secret. Right? How could she be doing this? Spartan 1 and Spartan 2 as well. How come she didn't go to prison? Linda Moulton, Howdy Doody, Fresh and Fruity should be in prison doing 7 to 10 for conspiracy and lying. No. She shouldn't be making up stories. Listen to it again. Just listen. Hello?
Experience here.
From somebody who works in...
It was from somebody. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Who was it? It was from somebody. Okay. Who works?
Both military and large air.
They work in both military and large aerospace, naturally. Of course, they would have to. Very smart. Very smart.
Aerospace. We have been able to confirm pyramids on many solar systems with our work through the Space Force.
With our work, they verified it, guys. With their work through the Space Force. Well, it's only been in business for a couple of years. It's already got the most incredible discoveries of mankind under its belt. My God, we're good. God bless America. Yeah, Linda Moulton, howdy doody, fresh and fruity, Rudy Tooty.
Working with the tall whites, and that the measurements of Cheops, the measurements of the other pyramids that they have found, and we're talking on solar systems beyond our solar system.
Yeah. I would imagine if you said on other solar systems, it was something beyond our solar system. We're not, you see? That's how you know it's a bullshit lie, because she's telling us something she doesn't need to say. She thinks she has to oversell it because it's such a big bullshit story. You don't need to tell us on other solar systems. We know what it means. There's only one that we know of, ours, that has life. But if she says there's verified pyramids on other solar systems, not found in our solar system. Oh. Brilliant. God, I love Linda, though. Such a beautiful story. Let's finish it up. Shall we?
In the Milky Way galaxy.
Cool.
That the same mathematical.
Look at his haircut, you pumpkin pie haircutted freak. A gush all over the sideburns. I'm sorry, that was rude. Alien, forgive me.
Ratios
Right.
are in these other pyramids.
Yes, because the measurements of the pyramids are equal to some of the code that is the basic structure to the objective reality that we experience here.
Whatever. Yeah, what he said, sure. Oh, so a pyramid is a basic mathematical equation that's equivalent to other pyramids seen in the known solar system. I gotta tell you, a gauche. Fantastic. Oui. Je voudrais une pyramide. Linda. Linda, you are so beautiful, Linda. I love Linda Doody. Linda Doody. All right, next. Let's get rid of that one. We've already done that. Words from Lue. Throwback. Ready? A little something from Lue. From Engaging the Phenomena on Twitter. Here it is. So in fairness, there have been reports where this interaction has been benign. And when I say benign, non-threatening. Unfortunately, I can't talk a whole lot about that because as a military man, my job was to look at threats. Not so much humanitarian opportunities, but taking off my Department of Defense hat, yes, I think there is also some information available that can possibly substantiate that this may be an opportunity. Huh? An opportunity for what? What is he talking about? I'm going to take off my hat. I'm going to roll myself a blunt. And I'm going to make some design on my chin. I don't know yet. Something new. Maybe for the broads. Maybe a place to put my dick. You know, right here, like a cushion or a blanket. Like a pig in a blanket. A pig in a blanket. Hi, Ma, this is Lou. Hey, how you doing, Mrs. G? What's that on your chin? That's what my mom would say. Shave that off. You look ridiculous. What is that, a landing strip? Dad, I don't know. Looks like he likes to, put his penis there. Dad! Sorry, Lou. I'm going to have to murder your family. Lue Elizondo. Mister, may I have your autograph? Wow, who are you? I'm Little Richie G. I look up to you from way down here, even though you're only 4'3". I'm only 2'1". I'm half the man you are. Almost everybody is. But I always looked up to you, Lou. Can I have your autograph? No. Oh, Lou, you're just joking, aren't you? Get the hell out of here, kid. You bottom me. Yay! All right, I have a video finally of a UFO. This is a good one. This comes from the think tank on Twitter. UFO sphere filmed in Ensenada, California. In about 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Looks like we made it. Barely man enough singing. Looks like we made it in the top 40. That's right, girls. I am Casey Kasem. Casey Kasem. We've got a love ballad here. Oh, that sounded like Regis. Look at this thing. It's amazing.
Something flying.
It's like a
Los
bolt,
Angeles area. Here
right?
In Encinitas.
This is a good one. I'm not kidding.
In Encinitas, I see.
Right, we got it, Chief. It's Encinitas. Yeah, okay. Say it one more time, and I'm gonna pop your balloon. UFO.
Looking exactly like the thing he showed in his previous video. Look at that. Just sitting there.
Yeah, it is just sitting there, isn't it? Clouds are moving from right to left. It looks like it might be some sort of advertising balloon. Capiche? But I don't see any string. Oh, yeah, I do! I do! There's a string attached to it. I did see it. Let's see if we can get back to that, man. I definitely saw it. Absolutely did. Hold on. Yeah, oh, yeah. Yeah, definitely see it. It's you know why? It's because of the sky. The sky makes it very, very hard to see. But yeah. Oh yeah. Stop.
Just like some kind
God dang it. You can see it right here, and it's going down this way. See it? I'll play a few more seconds. It shows up. It does show up. There it is. Right here. And it curved just a little bit. Yep, that is it. I'm good at this.
Just like surf.
Wow, it really is a balloon. I couldn't tell on my cell phone before, but yeah, this is a balloon. Let's see if I'm wrong. Move away, I want to see how close he is. Did it take off? Oh no, it's still there. It's still there, he got closer to it. Wait a second, I don't see the string though. Could I just be imagining it? Oh, he's a little bit out of focus, so that doesn't help. Let's go back and play it. You know, I don't see the string. I don't see it here, but I saw it earlier. Look, I don't even see it down here. Does anybody see it? This is messed up, man. I don't see the strings here. Maybe I imagined it, because I think there should be a string there, you know? So my mind saw something that wasn't really there. Is that a possibility? I think that's interesting. Let's look at this again. Not bad, actually, right? So in this one, he's in front of the store or whatever. Yeah, I don't see anything. There may be something right here. Hold on. See, that's a string. I found it. It is a balloon. But now let's look at the, I'm pointing, you guys can't see, but see the bottom here? Let's see, hold on. Let's see, you mothers. I can't move. For some reason, it's not showing. You see this point on the bottom left? Let's see if it stays there. This looks like it is perfectly inserted into this video. It is a perfect leveled off. It looks level. And let's see if that changes. Oh, you mothers. Why isn't it moving? Oh, I see it. So it's still like that. See what I mean? See the bottom?
Something flying in the Los Angeles area. Here is
Shut off. This part here. The corners. There and there. See if they stay at that. Stay in this position. My God, I almost swallowed my tongue. Go.
something flying in the Los Angeles area. Here is in Encinitas.
It's an interesting
In
one.
Encinitas,
I still think I see it. I still think I see a string. I really do. But
looking exactly like
there's
the
no
thing
breeze.
he
It's
showed in his
nothing's
previous
moving.
video.
The object, it is
Yeah.
moving left and right. And I'll tell you why. Right here, you can see, watch, I'll show you something. You always, when you're looking for movement and the person doesn't use a tripod, you have to pick little reference points. So I'm choosing this part of the building's edge, the roof, and I see that it's closest to it. Now, as he backs up, it shouldn't change, right? It should still change. If it's hovering, not moving, its position shouldn't move. It should still be very close to this edge. But I noticed when he backed up, it moved to the right. So watch. By using that as a reference. That's how you do this. Just teaching. That's all.
Look at that.
See, there it goes. It looks like it moved now.
Seeing there.
It's more over to the right. Maybe I'm wrong. Okay, it is moving back and forth. So it moved to the left, moved to the right. Maybe that's just because of what it's doing. You see how it's moving back and forth? Now look, it's right over the point. Almost. It went all the way over here. See, now it's moving to the right. Wow, this is a weird one. So, oh, look at that. It just jumped a little bit, and it's not because of him. Look at that. Hold on. That's a weird movement. I missed it. Okay. Now it's moving to the right again, so it's getting closer to this edge. But now it's moving to the left. Interesting. When he backs up, it does change.
as well. Follow me on Steemit.
Now it moved to the right. It's moving
Steemit.com
back and forth,
/at South
right
Force.
and left, and like a pendulum.
Or on YouTube, South Force Vlogs. It's gonna be
But
there.
it doesn't move like a balloon.
I don't know. It doesn't look like air balloon.
You got that right.
It's just like
It doesn't move like a balloon, but I could be wrong.
just like some kind of.
Thank you, Brett S., for throwing down a $10 for 10 grand. Thank you, man. You've always been a good supporter of this show. Thank you so much for your friendship and your support as well. Good stuff. You've given me great advice over the last couple of years, man. And I've actually used it, believe it or not. I never take advice and use it, but I have. I've learned that there is good advice out there and not to be stupid. So thank you very much for this and all the help over the years. Thank you, Brett. Mucho gusto, generoso, sir. And Nathan with $3.33 on PayPal. He says, no. Now, what is the most ironic part? All the scammers, liars, and people in the narrative think that they're doing the right thing for the common good and the good of everybody at the expense of a few. Wait, huh? I think they're doing the right thing for the common good and the good of everybody at the expense of a few. Good! All over the game, masters. Thank you. Very true. And a mucho gusto to Nathan. Nathan Allen, Nathan Nitsky, Nathan's Hot Dogs. Nathan at the Quantum Show. Check it out. He's on sometimes during the night, 10 o'clock Eastern, I believe, something like that. Thursday, Tuesday, something with a day in it. Just click on his icon. It'll say you want to go to the channel, and then you see the channel. That's how you figure that one out. Thanks, Brett. Madonna mia, huh? Hey, Rustic Ink, how you doing? All right, all right. Night Panther, what do you say? How do you be? The Big Shirtless Wonder, Bob Perkins. I still don't see Samo. What's up, Wayne? Giddy up, partner. How do now, brown cow? I don't know what that means. Hey, anonymous speech. Anonymous speech. All right. Stephen A, how you doing, Chief? Good to see you guys. Hey, Troy. Nice. Hexen, good job. Good to see you. David Wilcox, everybody. Wicked World, good to see you back. I know you've been here. Intergalactic cover haul dude. Intergalactic cover haul dude. Intergalactic, everybody whack-dick. Intergalactic dude. All right, here we go. Hellfire Studios throwing it down with the hello. All right, now I'm going to play this a video. And it has Michael Schratt in it, of all people. I know, right? This video, it's a lot of fun. But before we play that, I have another video I want to play first. And I wanted to play this because a year ago, remember when the Hunga Tonga volcano erupted? And the satellite caught it, first time ever, seeing a satellite erupt from space. Well, it's a year later, and the pictures now that they have of the ocean floor where that eruption took place are staggering. All right, I don't know. I haven't looked at them yet, but they're going to be good. Guarantee it. So Into Thin Air did a report on it, and we collaborate with I2T2, I messed up my own acronym. Here we go. In 3, 2, Into Thin Air. Go.
As I'm sure many of you know by now, it has been an entire year since the Hunga Tonga volcano in the southwest Atlantic erupted, sending shockwaves literally around the entire globe. In fact, this was an animation made showing how fast this thing actually went around the globe. Take a look at this. It's incredible. And we're not just talking hours here. We're talking days, like multiple days. This shockwave went around
I didn't know that.
the world. Now, clearly, this was one of the biggest stories in the news and in the world at the time, so I'm sure many of you know exactly where this place is, but I want to show you something interesting. And then I've also collected a bunch of the videos taken of this thing going off. Now, what I wanted to do here was show you the difference of what this place looks like now compared to before this eruption. This image here was taken back in December of 2020, and just take a look at what is actually there compared to what's there now. It's incredible. And that's nothing compared to what this thing did around the world.
That's
This
crazy.
eruption caused tsunamis and was considered one of the biggest blasts the world has ever seen. Not just parts of the world, but the entire world. And in fact, these areas you see right here that look like the tsunami buoys, these were all the areas that actually did receive some sort of tsunami from this volcanic blast. And you know, it's crazy. A year later, I remember thinking to myself, how could something like this just happen? I mean, of course, we've had our giant volcanoes go off. We've had massive earthquakes throughout history, many natural disasters. But just something of this magnitude that affected so many different places. It was basically the entire Pacific Ocean and some that was affected by this one volcano that, believe it or not, is called a submarine volcano, which means it was completely underwater, and it only breached the sea level back in 2009 due to an eruption. So it's not like we didn't know this thing was there. We knew it was there. But it seems like not many people, even scientists, knew just how dangerous or crazy of an eruption that not just this particular volcano, but any volcano could have. Bottom line, my friends, this thing will go down in history for sure, forever. You'll never not hear about the Hunga Tonga volcano and the date of the eruption. I actually do have another video about this coming out soon, where there could be a connection with the sun. I'll explain that in the video, and we'll go from there because it's some pretty exciting stuff.
Nice. Into Thin Air. The link's already in the show description in case you want to check out other videos from I2TA. Right here on Goof On. My God, my allergies. Like, it was windy a couple of days ago, and my allergies haven't really let up too much, and it's just like itchy eye. Once I touch my eye because of the weed, it's over. So this video is making the rounds. I played it already, but you know what? I never actually I don't really think I discussed it. Not that I think I need to, but it was Jeremy Corbell's post, but it's from Fox. But Jeremy Corbell has this interview that's made by Fox and has John Radcliffe, former DNI guy. And he's talking about the UFO report. Jeremy writes in this thing, says, no natural phenomenon involved. Hold on, let me pull it up for you. I don't know why I didn't do that yet. No natural phenomenon involved. There's no visual disturbance. It's not clutter or debris or birds or anything else, but objects that demonstrate technologies that seem to defy the law of physics and capabilities that we don't have as the world's superpower. John Radcliffe, former DNI. You know, they are talking about things that have made maneuvers. And they act like we saw it, that we've seen this video, that we've seen the evidence. We haven't. So they keep talking about these objects that are making maneuvers that are beyond human capability or technology. Have you ever? Me neither. Take a listen.
An increase in UFO sightings in the past 2 years, and U.S. intelligence report is saying you've pushed for more disclosures about the UFO sightings when you were DNI head of the DNI.
Shortly after I became the DNI in June of 2020, I was the first one to publicly acknowledge that there was a unidentified aerial phenomenon task force through the Senate Intelligence Committee because I wanted there to be greater transparency to the American people about the number of sightings of things that are unexplained. And I know everyone gets caught up on alien life and all of that, but my concern as the Director of National Intelligence was, if anyone, foreign adversary, regardless of how you define foreign adversary, have technologies that the United States don't have, we need to find out more about that. And what we found that was Navy pilots and Air Force pilots were, discouraged from reporting that. They thought that it would impair their careers. We need to have information if there are technologies out there. And very clearly, as this most recent report reveals, the sightings are increasing, which is a good thing because that means we're getting more honest reporting from our Navy and Air Force pilots. But it gives us more information. We need to find out when they're...
Hey, first of all, those new reports are from government officials, pilots and whatnot, right? None of that's from the public, those extra 300 and some odd sightings that make it 510 instead of 143, right? Am I right about that? It's strictly just government pilots and not civilian, right? I'll wait because I know there's a 20-second delay. Not civilian. Thank you, Viral Duck Films. How are you tonight? I thought we would take off from watching the video tonight and come back to it tomorrow. Every night just seems a little much. Huh? But I might. I don't know. Thank you. Yeah, not civilian. Okay, good. You missed the assignment? No, you didn't. It's all right. It's okay. Okay. All right. I am going to continue the video. Wow. Do you know what people say in the chat rooms about this chat room? That it is the best chat room in ufology? I agree. I think we have the smartest people in ufology here, per not being in mainstream media. All of you and me, podcasters and non-podcasters, we all come here. It's not that we're all like-minded or kick the people out that don't believe what we believe. I think you guys get more of it than I think I'm getting it. Sometimes I get, a lot of information from you. And it works both ways with this chat room. That's what I found out. And it doesn't just stop during the show. It continues after. I don't know a lot of people who have shows where they still, you know what I mean, after the show's over and they continue going. I think that's cool, man. A lot of good information out there. We're trying to get it out to the public. It's a lot of repeat business, though. Unfortunately, nothing new really happens in ufology that often. But that's why we talk about what other people's beliefs are and what mainstream media might be saying and what's going on in Twitter. I think we need to have a pulse on the community, especially where I think I'm taking the show this year to more of a public type of venue than any time ever. A slow start, but it was freaking cold and it rained this weekend, so I didn't get to do what I wanted to do. But forget about disclosure too, if you think that's coming. And I don't mean to be a dick about it either. Just don't even think about it. Dave Scott really put it out there. He brought it up, and I think it's proper language. Confirmation. That's what we're getting. Confirmation. You and I know. We know UFOs and aliens exist. We don't have proof of it. But they do. The government does. They've got it. And somebody out there on the planet has the evidence on video, and they don't even know it. There may be a picture lying around in your family photo album that may have something in the sky, in the tree, at night, near the moon. Check them all. But one thing I found out with the older photos, there's a lot of noise on it. And you're like, that's a... Oh, it's a scratch. Whoa, nope, scratch.
And there very clearly are now hundreds of unexplained sightings, meaning that there's no natural phenomenon involved, there's no visual disturbance, it's not clutter or debris or birds or anything else, but objects that demonstrate technologies that seem to defy the law of physics and capabilities that we don't have as the world's superpower. Our role in the federal government is to provide for the common defense, and we can't do that if someone else has technologies that are better than we have.
Don't you think that's the perfect cover-up story? We don't have this technology. There's no way our adversaries have this technology. There's no way. It's impossible. It ain't us. It's not. I love it. And it probably is. Nah. I go back to that 1980s Mr. Ashayugi, or whatever his name was, Hitachi, where he saw the big acorn-shaped object, size of a friggin', I don't know what, huge, going to Alaska. And too many people have seen too many things that are unexplained. Credible people, they're out there. The government lies. They have to lie. So if you wake up every day knowing that you're not going to get disclosure, I think you keep all the pressure off of yourself that way. There's no reason to think that way anymore. I think it's obvious. I think the government's putting the brakes on what has happened the past 5 years. It is time for them to put the cap almost came off. It didn't come all the way off. But when that article in the New York Times, wasn't it New York Post or Times? Times, I think. Off-world vehicles. And then they removed it the next day. That's a Roswell move, right? That got everybody talking. Off-world vehicles? It wasn't supposed to be said that way. Come on. It was an accident. It's retracted, so it never happened. What never happened? Exactly. Strike it from the record, but everybody heard him say it. Say what? Off-world vehicles. What? What are you talking about? Nobody's ever said that before. It's been retracted. Redacted? No, retracted. Removed. Who's this guy? Hey, oh, Lantonio. With the $2 just some love for you and the entire Goofonian family. Thank you very much. Hey, Lantonio. 10,000 subscribers. That gush. I know, I can't believe it. It's over now, though. It's over. Yep, it is. You'll see. Yeah. I tell you, I'd be excited. I really would. But it's not 20,000. And I can't be a contender until I get to 20,000. So it's like we're starting over. Okay, thank you very much. Lantonio putting a smile where a frown once shone. Thank you, Lantonio. Good friend of the show and a mucho gusto. Generoso, a continuing supporter of Goofon. Yeah, I memorized that by now, I know. You can help support Goofon. Super chat, super dick, baby. Sounds like that commercial where they're talking about everybody going down, down, and everybody going down.
So all of this is a very, a good development from my perspective, and I'm glad that they're pursuing some of the things that I was pushing as DNI. There's a lot of documentation out there of different things that I think the American people deserve to know about.
Yeah, we need to restore.
Yeah, I worked for the DNI, Do Not Investigate group.
Confidence in our institutions, and I think transparency and some truth-telling and treating us like adults and citizens who are in charge of our government opposed to servants.
Well, that's true.
Work.
So, John, treat us like an adult here. You've seen the intel. It's January 15th in the year 2023. Are aliens real?
Well,
did you see that? Did you see that? Did you see what Teeth and Gums just did? You know, what was so funny there, haircut? I'm so mature.
Aliens real.
Well, I can't talk to you about,
Look at this guy. Look at it. What is he doing? Look at her. This is so weird. Isn't this weird? That is really weird activity for professionals. I don't understand what the joke is. Even if I was on the outside, just like not in the field, I don't get that. There's no place for that. It doesn't make sense. That bothers me a lot. They're acting like children. They're acting worse than me because they get paid to act professional.
Well, I can't talk to you about, any potential alien life. So I'll just leave it at that.
There you go. That's what does that answer say?
I don't know.
I don't know.
So that's funny because the first answer he gave about it made me.
These guys are probably getting paid $250,000 a year to sit there and act this way about a very serious topic that people really find interesting. And it's a shame to see people on Fox acting this way. Considering Tucker Carlson puts forward a serious step in the direction of wanting to know. You know, he just doesn't mock it. He used to, but since Lue Elizondo came around and I guess convinced him, he stopped that shit. But and you wonder why the stigma is still attached to us because of this. Can you imagine if they didn't act that way and they acted really concerned and interested, like, this is amazing. You mean to tell me this stuff actually exists? Well, it could, but there's a lot of evidence saying that it does exist. Yeah, but there's no evidence to it. There actually is, but, well, how can you say that there is? You know, they would try to debunk it, but at least they're trying to understand. But they don't do that. If they did act that way, the public would be way more interested and wouldn't make fun of us. It's always the media that ruins it for us. Very, very bad. I don't like that. I don't like that for anybody. Even if it wasn't ufology, and let's say it was some artist or, you know, somebody's song, and they're sitting there acting that way. You know? A lot of people out there take this topic very seriously. And because of that attitude right there, makes a lot of people want to stay in the dark and not learn. And that's a shame. They don't want to learn because they think it's a joke when they see the media making faces, joking, and acting like it's a freaking joke. Like it's not real. Yeah, you know, I'm a little mad right now. I think I'm going to make a video. I'm seriously going to make a video. And I'm going to email it to Fox. And I'm going to let them know, and I'm not going to stop. No, that was just, this is wrong, what they did. No, enough is enough. Enough is enough. I'm putting our foot down. For the public, for ufology, I'm going to put our foot down. You don't have to do it. You don't have to follow me. You don't even have to like that I'm doing it. This isn't right. And I'm tired of the mainstream media thinking they're better than we are. When they're worse. They lie. They fake news. They think they're telling us stuff that we want to hear when it's stuff that they're being told to say, when they're scripted and don't have a thought or an opinion of their own. And if they did, it's also written for them as well, to protect them. Well, guess what? In ufology, there is no protection. You want to know the truth? You want to know what's really going on in the field? Stop your little games. Just because you get paid a lot of money and you think you're a journalist, you know shit about journalism. And you have no respect for the people in this field. How dare you make fun of it like that? How dare you? Watch that. You know what? Watch. I'm going to play that again.
And there very clearly are now hundreds of unexplained sightings, meaning that there's no natural phenomenon involved, there's no visual disturbance, it's not clutter or debris or birds or anything else, but objects that demonstrate technologies that seem to defy the law of physics and capabilities that we don't have as the world's superpower. You know, our role in the federal government is to provide for the common defense, and we can't do that if someone else has technologies that are better than we have. So all of this is a very a good development from my perspective, and I'm glad that they're pursuing some of the things that I was pushing as DNI. There's a lot of documentation out there of different things that I think the American people deserve to know about.
Yeah, we need to restore confidence in our institutions, and I think transparency and some truth-telling and treating us like adults and citizens who are in charge of our government as opposed to servants.
Well, that's true.
would work.
So, John, treat us like an adult here. You've seen the intel. It's January 15th in the year 2023. Are aliens real?
Why is that funny? Why is that funny? This is the guy who, when you fall asleep at his house, draws on your face or puts a carrot in your ass. He's one of those assholes. I know the type. That's who he is. And so is this guy. So is this guy. This guy on the right, he won't do the act, but he'll record it. Yeah, for nostalgia.
Good.
Well,
and then she'd be the one accepting the carrot. No, it was just laying right there. What can I do with that joke?
I can't talk to you about, any.
You know what I mean? Look at this. Pointing like, he can't say it. He can't say it. And then he edges up on the edge of his seat like, ooh, John Ratcliffe's going to say something interesting. Mocking what's going on. Hate this. So unprofessional.
Potential alien life. So I'll just leave it at that.
There you go.
There we go. There we go.
That's
I got a ball in my hand.
What does that answer say?
I don't know, John.
I don't know.
Oh my God, he did say I don't know. A bunch of frickin' yuppie yahoos. Yuppies. Yuppies. Who says that? Nobody's a yuppie anymore. What is this, 1990? John Ratcliffe's a hose bag. That guy's a frickin' sellout. Totally. Big time sellout. So is Ross Coulthart. Another sellout. He's sold out. That's a shame. I was rooting for an investigative journalist to be on our side, but I didn't know how tight he was with that group. The whole Elizondo circle of idiots, circle jerks. Yeah. That's a shame. So this one girl, I'm not going to say who her name is, but she posted this, and it says Lue Elizondo follows her. And she's like, is this real life? Because look, Elizondo follows her. So I said, I wouldn't brag about that. He follows attractive women. Be wary. Nothing wrong with saying that. Nothing wrong with saying that. I follow attractive women and not so attractive women on Twitter. That's a valid statement. Yeah, but Tim Burchett, man, the only guy coming out and saying it, that it's a cover-up. The only one in Congress. It's amazing to me. It actually is amazing to me. Here, check this out. I think there's another place where he said it. Is that what this is? Here. 3, 2, 1. That goes. What the hell is this? It's an ad? Another ad?
Some materials that are not of this world.
What happened to Burchett? Wait a second.
Make this the year of your independence.
Oh my God. That's enough of that. All right, get out of here. Wow, this website sucks. Has accused the U.S. government of a huge cover-up following a rise in UFO reports. On January 12th, the Office of the Director of National published an unclassified report on UFOs or unidentified objects. The term UFO has been dropped in the government. The report acknowledged a total of 510 UFO sightings according to the 2022 report. Of the new sightings, just over half were deemed unremarkable. Of the 171 remaining reported sightings, some appear to have demonstrated unusual flight characteristics or performance capabilities and require further analysis, according to the report, which is bullshit. I haven't seen those videos. Have you seen those videos? Nope, I've never seen those videos. Nobody has, because they don't exist in public. Speaker in the wake of its Republican, Tim Burchett, said, "We've been covering it up since the 40s, and I don't trust the government." He says there's an arrogance about it, and I think the American public can handle it. He called for the government to release everything, follow up by adding that we need to find out what's going on. And that includes a craft, which I believe at some point we have obtained some materials that are not of this world and that are being studied by different members of industry, I've been told, he said. Later on in the segment, Burchett said there was a huge cover-up for whatever reason, adding that America is ready to know and stop with all the shenanigans. In the report, the DNI said that the majority of the new sightings of UFOs had come from American military personnel, notably from the U.S. Navy and Air Force, during the course of their operational duties. Many could not produce data that is detailed enough to have a high degree of certainty about the sighting, according to the report. Currently no reported collisions between planes and boop-ba-doop and bop-ba-dup. Yep, that's it. We know the rest. Burchett said it. I don't even know why I read it. You knew it. He said it. We heard it. Let's move on. Breaking news. I don't know if you know about this. Galactic Emperor Zardashian warns he will declare war on Earth if humans don't stop pointing laser pointers at space. Space. Galactic Emperor Zardashian, the leader of the Milky Way's largest empire, has issued a warning to humans on Earth. Stop pointing laser pointers at space, or we will declare war. Zardashian made the ultimatum in a recent Twitter post in which he accused humans of disrespecting the natural order of the universe by shining laser pointers into space. He went on to say that if humans did not stop this provocative and dangerous behavior, he would be forced to take military action. This is not the first time Zardashian has threatened war against Earth. In the past, he has warned that he would attack if humans did not stop polluting the galaxy and if they did not cease their aggressive and expansionist behavior. They would declare war. They didn't want us to venture out into space. The latest warning comes at a time of increased tensions between the Milky Way's empires and Earth. In recent years, there have been a number of high-profile incidents in which lasers have been pointed at spaceships and other galactic objects. Well, that's led to a number of near misses and, in some cases, collisions. The Galactic Emperor's warning should not be taken lightly. If humans do not stop pointing laser pointers at space, they could be facing a full-scale war against one of the most powerful empires in the Milky Way. What are we doing? Why? Why do we risk it? You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Why would we do that? That's by Brett Larson. January 15, 2023, issue number 32. We will continue that story in further episodes of Goof On. Well, that about wraps it up tonight. A little bit shorter show than usual, about 2 minutes. So I want to thank everybody for hanging out tonight into thin air, for allowing us to use the video. and others out there in the world. It's been fun. We'll be back tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Eastern. Got a full load. That came out wrong. Oh, boy. Shooting myself in the foot. Oh, God. Samo should be here helping tomorrow. I want to thank everybody, newcomers and veterans. I mean, mucho gusto on the support, everybody, too. Thank you. Let's see here. Did I miss anybody? Nope. Wait. Nope. Good. Thank you. You can continue supporting GoofOn even after the show ends with the thanks button. You'll see the thanks button underneath every video after it's been live. And all other videos that are monetized. And what else are... Oh, 10,000. Thank you for the 10,000 subs. Everybody, that's a big mucho gusto generoso. Thank you very much for all the support. It's unbelievable. It's fun, but it's over. You'll see. I guess we'll see you tomorrow. Nah, I'm kidding. Thank you very much, everybody. And, you know, we always try to be true. Truthology for ufology. That, yeah. So with that being said, we'll see you tomorrow, 7 p.m. Eastern. Be safe, be happy, enjoy the rest of your MLK today. And gonna go watch some football. All right? All right. What? Alien bless. I said it. Alien bless. That's it. It's not doing it. See? Unbelievable. Oh. Oh, go, go, go.
Warning. Control life. Warning. Warning. Failure. Control life. Warning. Unidentified flying object.